All right, guys. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to do a series of maybe 5-minute videos that walk through each one of the elements of Atlas kind of in a piecemeal by piecemeal portion so that you can see what each individual component does. At the time of this, Atlas is currently at version 1.3.5, which we can see down here at the bottom of the screen. And I'm going to start with the settings. And so when we click on the settings, we're first going to be given the opportunity to choose between an imperial and metric system. For most of us, that's going to be a one-time thing, right? We set it and forget it. What we don't want to do is every other day be going back and changing between imperial and metric, because then you'll have a collection of stuff that's been built with imperial standards and a collection of stuff that has been built with metric standards. And I just don't think that's probably a good idea for almost any of you. So choose it once, forget it, and then and don't need to worry about it again. Here is where you can set your company information. So we'll say Scott Johnson LLC, and then if you've got a tagline that you would like to have show up on some of your documentation later, should you choose to use some of the documentation features, that's what this is going to use to populate the documentation. Got some licensing stuff here. You can purchase a license, you can activate your license. And then for those of you who are supplying chocolate to people, right, we know that later on in Atlas, we've got the ability to do specification sheets and technical data sheets and nutritional information sheets and things of that nature. Um, and Atlas will come pre-configured with these 5 physiochemical things showing up in your formulation page by default. You can change them, you can enable them, you can disable them, you can add new ones. It's really up to you to decide what you choose to specify in as your product. And then we've got the same thing for microbiological components. And so again, if you're supplying to another producer, this type of information is going to be very, very relevant and important to them. These are going to be the most standard ones, the most typical ones with very conventional parameters configured to them, but you can change, enable or disable or create new ones entirely. And then you can, at the bottom here for your packaging information, storage conditions, you can choose, there's some pre-populated verbiage in there, but you can change it if you so desire. If everything that you do, you want to have configured with these parameters, click Save That as default, save it to your file, and then that is going to be the last time you need to do that. If you want to have the ability to configure some of your products with these things and some of them with those things and change it up, then don't click this and that won't become your default. So at time of this video, which is February 11th and version 1.3.5, this is the way that the settings screen is currently configured.